All right, we'll start with some breaking news coming in at this moment. The Delhi government, the Aam Aadmi Party government, has taken on Delhi Police Commissioner BS Bassi to court in the alleged corruption in the Lucky Co-operative Society case. Hearing is on the 19th of March in the Rohini court. Let's go across to Ankit Tyagi, who joins us in the phone line with all the latest. Ankit, what is this case all about? If you could just elaborate.
Well, just about a month back, Sanket, there was a complaint that was made to the Delhi Chief Minister against the Delhi Police Commissioner BS Bassi, in which the allegation was that Mr. Bassi has, in fact, by unfair means and by flouting the norms, have acquired few flats in the Lucky Co-operative Society in Dwarka, which he later sold off to his brother. The Delhi government at that point of time had ordered a probe in this matter. And the police commissioner had said that all these allegations of corruption are baseless. Now, the Delhi government has filed a case in the court yesterday, and the hearing of this case is going to be on 19th of March. So, the Delhi government gunning for the police commissioner of Delhi, BS Bassi. Mr. Bassi, in fact, once the hearing starts on March 19th, summons will be issued to him the court will hear his side, but the government believes that they have enough evidence to pin Mr. Bassi down.
All right. Ankit Tyagi, many thanks for joining us with all the latest. Okay, it's 9:30 a.m. We're shifting focus to something which should excite pretty much all of us all. It is being seen as the biggest make in India has to offer till date. The world's cheapest smartphone is here, priced at 251 rupees. Freedom 251 was launched yesterday by Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar in Delhi. This Android-based smartphone by a company called Ringing Bells, it's a Noida-based company, went on sale this morning online and will be available by June 2016. Here is our Gadgets and Gizmos team with the review of the cheapest Android phone, the cheapest phone for that matter, ever.
Freedom 251. It's not a promotion code to get some discount. In fact, this is the price you pay to get your hands on a fully functional Android smartphone. Unbelievable, right? Ringing Bells, a Noida-based company, has managed to do this somehow. The launch is in line with PM Narendra Modi's vision of empowering India to the last man. And if the last man has 251 rupees, he can get his hands on this device. The pre-booking starts from February 18th at 6 a.m. and closes on 21st February at 8 p.m. The company says deliveries will be completed by 30th June 2016. And talking about the phone, besides its resemblance to the iPhone's design, Freedom 251 comes with some impressive specifications, which includes a 4-inch IPS screen with a resolution of 960 by 540 pixels, a 1.3 GHz quad-core processor and 1 GB of RAM, and you also get 8 GB of storage with a micro SD card slot, which can support 32 GB of storage. The phone is also notable because it offers 3G connectivity and is running on Android Lollipop. It also has a 3.2 megapixel camera on the back and a 0.3 megapixel camera on the front. The company claims that the 1450 mAh battery should be enough to last most users a day. Well, the phone looks good, but our only concern is that the phone doesn't meet the same fate as that of the Akash tablet.
The company is expecting the initial booking close to 2.5 lakhs, which could be done initially as of now online only for the next 3 days. Officially, the phone will be available in the market from June onwards. In Delhi with camera person Dharmendra, this is Swati for India Today.
Okay, this phone has not just created a buzz in the country, but also in the India Today newsroom, where we have a fine gentleman here, Ashish Kumar, who has shunned his responsibility as a run-order producer and is busy buying this phone. Ashish, what are you up to? What has caught your fancy in this phone?
Good morning, Sanket. This new phone looks pretty exciting and it's got some amazing apps also. For the first time ever, you see a preloaded app of a women's safety over here.
What will you do with it?
I don't know. Maybe I can make some friends of mine download it. And you got a fisherman app also and a farmer app. And who could have thought in just rupees 251, you're not just getting a 4-inch display screen, but it comes with 1 GB RAM. This phone of mine, which costs more than 15,000, and it has got 1.5 GB RAM. So you can imagine in just 251 rupees, you're not just getting...
The camera is not very good.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just 3.2 megapixel and 0.3 megapixel for the front
you
camera.
can't ask for like a kind of a 13 MP camera for 251 rupees.
You can't be choosing so much for 251 rupees.
Exactly, Sanket. And moreover, this has got an expandable memory of 32 GB, while the internal memory is 8 GB only. And in the morning, we tried to book this phone. So surprisingly, the website crashed. But now one can easily go to the website, and it just costs 251.
The shipping is for 40 rupees. So you pay a grand total of
only 291.
Let Mohsin show you this. You pay a grand total of 291 rupees. The grand sum of 291 rupees to own a phone like this. How useful is a phone like this going to be? Whether it will be strong enough to be able to last beyond 6 months is the more interesting point.
That we have to see, and reviews will be out in the market soon. But Sanket, one thing is for sure, it's a Aam Aadmi phone. So you can give it to your Kamwali bhais. If they complain they don't have a phone, you can't reach out to them. You can even give it to someone who does not basically never had an Android phone before. So this one is surely going to be a big hit in the market, and we have to see that technically how well this will be adopted by the Indian markets.
This is not work. Get back to work, Ashish. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's go across to Mr. Pawan Mahindru, who joins us. Pankaj Mahindru, who is the president of the Indian Cellular Association. Mr. Mahindru, thanks very much for speaking to India today. There's a huge buzz around this phone. Is there some form of a buzz kill that we must tell our viewers about? What is your opinion?
I have great respect for your channel. And I am, quite shocked that you are saying there is a buzz around this phone. Because this is not, there is no business model which can make this happen. The bill of material for a product like this is around $40. And this product like this, even with very compromised, component quality, will not be less than 4,000 rupees. So, I mean, what is this excitement all about? Who was this gentleman you were talking to?
No, Mr. Mahindru, my point is, I understand your opinion, but the only thing that I want to know that here is a phone which has been launched by senior ministers of the government. We can see these pictures on the screen right now. Manohar Parrikar, a member of the BJP, Murli Manohar Joshi. So obviously there seems to be some form of government endorsement.
Can you be a little more logical? What's your name?
My name is Sanket Upadhyay, sir.
Mr. Upadhyay, can we just, be less juvenile and be a little more
Please
sensible?
enlighten us, sir.
Mr. Parrikar was not there. He was not there. So, which senior minister was there?
No, I want to understand, Mr. Mohindru.
You said
sarcasm aside,
which minister was
sarcasm aside, I want to understand what is your basic problem with the phone. I am not endorsing this phone, but I want to know what is in your opinion, is this phone worth it or not? And what is the problem with the phone? Because it is out there in the market, there are ads.
There is no phone like this which can be made available at this price. I urge you, implore you, but please be sensible and not be juvenile and give it more wind to this.
Thanks very much, Mr. Mahindru.
This will be appropriately investigated. Right, by the appropriate agencies. And they will come out with the truth. Right? There were no senior ministers there, so kindly do not give wrong information on your channel.
Okay, Mr. Mahindru, many thanks for joining us. You are saying that this should be investigated because there is absolutely no business model that can sustain a phone for 251 rupees. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's now go across to Gaurav Upreti, who joins us. He's part of the Gadgets and Gizmos team right here on India Today. Gaurav, we have seen that the Cellular Association members feel that this is almost short of calling this a fraud. They say that it's a form of it is slightly juvenile to be talking about this phone. 251
Absolutely.
rupees for a smartphone. But what have you been able to gather about this phone?
Absolutely. As per, a minimum cost for a 3G smartphone would be not less than 2,700 rupees. And, leaving aside the price, a display panel itself costs more than 1,500 rupees. So it's amazing, but yeah, I've seen the phone and believe me, it is a fully functional phone. It has all the features of a full-blown Android smartphone. You have a screen, it's had a quad-core processor, 1 GB RAM. There's also a camera, and it really works. But yeah, when the question comes that, sustaining a phone for 250 rupees, although they did try to explain as their business model, but, they say that once the units are in place and they should be able to manufacture lakhs of these phones and, retain the price, maintain it, sustain it. But yeah, there are questions. We haven't really tested the phone, but yeah, for whatever we saw, it is a fully functional phone and great, if they're offering for 251 rupees. But yeah, the main question is whether they'll be able to sustain it and it doesn't meet the same fate as the Akash tablet, which is there for a year and just gone.
Okay, Gaurav Upreti, many thanks for joining us. Now, here on our news desk, we have been able to prepare a presentation, and Ilma prepared this presentation about what all 251 rupees can actually get you in the market. Ilma.
Well, Sanket, the president of the Indian Cellular Association was very cynical, but the fact of the matter is that 251 is not pinching anyone's pockets.
Absolutely.
A kg of Indian sweets, mithai, your barfi, your brown cake is cost you more than this phone, this Freedom 251 phone. In fact, a khadi kurta, which is the staple Indian wear, which everyone wears, also costs you more than this phone. So you can buy this phone even monthly. It will not matter to you that much. You pay more for your subscription to make calls, to send messages than this phone costs you. You're paying more for making the calls than the phone itself. Ghee, something that you use daily on a daily basis at home, also costs you more than this phone. So it's clearly very cheap and very helpful.
Many of the fancy slippers cost more
even
than this
your
phone.
Bata Hawaii chappals are costing you more than Freedom 251. And even a subscription of a month
of cable TV subscription costs more. Thanks very much, Ilma. It's interesting, and I don't blame Mr. Mohindru, who came on this channel just a short while back. Yes, there is an appeal as far as investigating what this phone is really about. Can someone practically sell a phone for 251 rupees? Why is this being done? And should there be an investigation in this case? Or has someone been able to come up with a business model which allows this? At least it was certainly not the case to be cocky on national television early this morning. We're taking a short break at this moment. Be back with a lot more news and updates on the other side. Starting today, we are beginning our special coverage on the union budget. We are calling it Make or Break Budget 2016 because for the government and for the country, this is indeed a make or break budget. Our first